Updates for macOS, tvOS, watchOS and iOS were all announced at 2016's WWDC keynote. But within iOS 10, there's also much needed design updates for both the music and news apps. The big update brings huge changes to Apple Music's user interface, as well as minor improvements to navigation. Now when you open up Apple Music, you're taken straight to the Library tab where you'll find your playlists, artists, albums and so on. An edit button at the top right allows you to customize and select which category options you'd like to see within the Library tab. At the bottom of the screen, there's a section of large album artwork of recently added music down below, making it easier than ever to check out your latest albums. Going into any of the categories at the top takes you into your full library of content, with a cleaner user interface concentrating more on album artwork. New 3D touch options let you delete songs or add them to a playlist. The new menu even shows up for non-3D touch users with a simple long press. The Now Playing screen is more gorgeous than ever, with a focus on album artwork. The clean interface removes the back button, allowing you to swipe down to return to your library. To see what's coming next, just swipe up. For You has gotten some big improvements to help you find new tunes. Upon entering, you'll be greeted with curated playlists Apple Music thinks you'll enjoy, as well as new releases Apple's algorithm thinks you will love. One of the biggest changes is a brand new Browse tab that replaces the old New tab. Across the top there's new and featured banner artwork, while scrolling down shows a new curated playlist option organised by activities, moods and genres. Apple also put a top charts option so you can see what's hot right now. The next tab along is Radio, so you can find Beats One nice and easily. Of course along with some specific Beats One shows so you can access them on demand, as well as a timetable of upcoming shows. Last of the big changes comes to the Search tab, which is dominated by big and bold titles. You can easily find recent searches along with trending searches below the search bar, which has had a slight design refresh, but pulls up the same categories as previously. Overall, music is a lot cleaner, concentrating on the big and bold titles and album artwork. Now onto news, the app that I've barely ever opened, although in iOS 10 it is a lot nicer and more useful. Apple announced a surprising 60 million monthly active users, so the new redesign will probably be welcomed by many. Opening up the new and improved Apple News app starts with a For You tab. Again, following suit of the Apple Music redesign, everything is cleaner and bolder, with the top portion of the app displaying the day's date along with current temperature. The layout is a lot easier to navigate, reminding me a little bit of Flipboard. Scrolling down the For You tab, you'll find selections of news tailored to your interests, with nice big images for the headline stories and a grid layout for any extra stories. Clicking into a story is just as pretty as before. The text is nicely presented and spaced out, again giving you the option to change the text size in the top right. Next to For You, there's a Favourites tab with a tile view of all of your favourite publications and categories. So if you want to read about a certain subject or from a certain publication, you've got quick access. There's then the Explore tab to add more interests and publications to help fill out your news reading options. Then the last two tabs, Search and Saved, are pretty much the same as we've seen in the original News app. Apple News now includes subscriptions though to help support your favourite publications straight from within the News app, along with breaking news alerts on the lock screen, similar to apps like BBC News already do now. With both of these apps still being in beta, we could see some further redesigns before their general release this fall. Well, that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button down below, and don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss any other videos from Cult of Mac. I'll catch you in the next one.